Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Texas Joe Valles on January 15th, 2014 with series number 7 of Chasing Vinyl in the Rio Grande Valley / Austin, Texas. I'm going to do a little report on something that happened here in the Rio Grande Valley that's very cool today, and then this past weekend while I was visiting Austin. What you're hearing in the background is what I found today. It's a record that I've been looking for a very long time. I had never found it, and when I was in the record store, I never recalled because there's so much stuff that I want. And I've read a lot about this particular band, and it's excellent. Psychedelic stuff from the late 60s from England. Very, very cool. Part of the whole folk rock movement in Britain, and I'm even studying it. I bought a book on it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. But before I do that, let me bring it down a little bit. Very cool. This is only the third time I spin this record today, ever, that I've heard. It's excellent. I'll tell you who it is in a little bit. But first, shameless self-promotion. You know I'm doing this if you've been following the series because I'm pushing my band. Those of you who have never seen these, this is the first time, welcome. My name is Texas Joe Valles. I'm in the band, the Valles Flying Machine. www.vallesflyingmachine.com and on Bandcamp. We play folk, psychedelic, classic rock, hard rock, and I hope prog, and I hope you enjoy it. Our songs start at 50 cents all the way up to $100 for patrons of the band. Hit us up, buy a song, help us out. This is the main reason I do these. I've got over 100 videos, and I keep pushing this. Please help me out, okay? I'd really appreciate it, and it'll go a long way in these very tough, budget-conscious times. This is the band, Texas Joe Valles, Eloy Valles, and Noe Valles, and there's our websites. Please hit them up, purchase some songs, dig our groove. I think you will. You'll like it, okay? And this is our latest record, The Valles Flying Machine. The album is called The Witch Tree, and the songs are on Bandcamp and iTunes and on our website, www.vallesflyingmachine.com, or just Google us. 7 songs. We wrote them all, we arranged them, we produced them, we pressed up the CD. If you want a CD, it's $10. Hit us up on the website or here on YouTube, and we'll gladly sell you one. Okay? So that's my band, and that's why I do these videos. I'm promoting my band. I'm showing you quality rock for quality rock. Okay? So please help us out. Yours truly, Texas Joe Valles, Eloy Valles, and Noe Valles. Okay. Now to Chasing Vinyl, series number 7. Let me raise this up a little bit. What you're hearing here is a very cool band that I've been wanting for a long time. And surprise, surprise, my guardian angels were around me, and I found it. This is something from Britain. Very cool record. It's a best of compilation that came out in 1976. And I went to an antique shop today called Alma's Treasures on Tyler in Harlingen, Texas. And I found this record, something that I've been looking for a very long time because of this girl right here. Beautiful singer named Sandy Denny, and also a guitar player named Richard Thompson. The band, Fairport Convention. I totally scored this record. It was inside their small little record bin. They had about 30 records in their little plastic bin amongst all their antiques and paintings and stuff. And they were priced at $5.99, but I scored, the lady sold me this for $2 and tax, $2.17. I totally scored. It's a best of from the band Fairport Convention, and it's an excellent record. I found this one today in Harlingen. I'm so happy that I found this. This is ridiculously cool, and I like this band. Excellent songwriting, part of the whole British folk rock scene from the late 60s, early 70s. Beautiful voice from Sandy Denny. She's an amazing singer. Richard Thompson and Ian Matthews, famous British singer-songwriters. Richard Thompson, of course, is an amazing guitar player, and the proof is in the pudding. He's on here, and it's killer. It shows a history of the band a lot of information. I read it all. I rarely read them all the way through now because they get so many records. But this one was very cool. The vinyl is in okay shape. On one side, it's excellent shape actually, and on one side, it's got some scratches. Here you can see three scratches. I haven't played it yet. I hope it's not something horrible. They don't look like they're deep scratches, but on two sides of this vinyl, this side doesn't have any scratches. The other side I haven't played yet, so we'll see. But anyway, even if they're badly scratched, I got two sides of music plus for only $2. It's a good deal. I don't think it's that bad. I ran my finger across the scratches and it just looks like some kind of marring, not really a scratch. But anyway, for $2, Fairport Convention, you can't go wrong. This is a great band. Excellent. And I've been really curious about these guys. I've heard some Richard Thompson music, and I have some Richard Thompson CDs and music. Excellent songwriter. He's based out of Los Angeles now, and but this band is killer. And I'm going to be playing it here in the background. I hope you enjoy it. And I got into them because of this book. And I've been really studying the British folk rock scene. Electric Eden. I bought this when I was in Austin. I did something on my Facebook about it. But I think I'll do a critique on it a little bit later. A book by a guy named Rob Young. You can see these British guys back in the late 60s doing acoustic recording out in some meadow in England. But it's called Electric Eden, The Unearthing of Britain's Visionary Music. Their whole folk rock, psychedelic rock scene, mainly in folk-based, singer-songwriter-based. Excellent book, and great stuff. I also, as a side compliment to that, I got the songwriting of Mark Bolan, Born to Boogie, and talks a lot about his acoustic roots before he went electric in '72, or actually with Ride a White Swan forward and his heavy-hitting album Electric Warrior in '72. But a good book, and it talks a lot about his contribution to the British folk scene. Excellent book. Okay, this past weekend, on this past Sunday, the 13th, I was in Austin, Texas, and I went to one of my favorite record shops. There's about 10 shops, but I really like this one particular shop. They're very nice people. They wheel and deal with you, and they got an excellent selection and a great vibe. Very friendly people. I even sold them a turntable, and I got a good deal on a Pioneer turntable that I had found here in the Rio Grande Valley. I took it up, and I was amazed at the kind of money I got for it. Hence, I got all these records. But the shop is called End of an Ear, and it's on First Street. Total plug for this record shop. It's killer. They got CDs, records, DVDs, and stereo equipment, and drum sets, believe it or not. End of an Ear. And here's their address and their website. I totally support this shop. It's very cool. I even told them I'm blogging and mentioning them in my Chasing Vinyl series. This is number 7. So I hope you enjoy it. This is a very cool shop, and I would suggest it to anybody. They're close to Oldtorf and First Street in Oldtorf in South Austin. Excellent shop. End of an Ear. So anyway, everything that I got here is at a real bargain price. I got a bunch of vinyl from them, and I got a real cool price on all this stuff, and I'm going to share it with you. And it's an excellent selection of records, and I'm pretty happy with what I got, and I'll break it down for you. Okay, here we go. These I got for almost for under 99 cents, and this was in their bargain bin. This time I didn't get everything out of the bargain bin. There was another bunch of people there from San Antonio picking through there, and they had a huge stack, about this much. They got there just a couple minutes before me, but they went through the bargain stuff, and they had, all kinds of neat stuff that I missed out on. Like, just a good example is Moody Blues. They freshen it up every month, and people go through it, and these guys had scored. But they didn't get everything, and they weren't. Everybody has different tastes, so I was able to go through the bargain bin there at End of an Ear, and I got some cool stuff. First one up here is Boomtown Rats. I got an excellent copy, and it's got 4 songs on it. but I got this for about 50 cents, and it's a cool record, and I've always been curious about this band. I've heard a lot about them, but I had never purchased any vinyl. But I know this is going to be a good one in Columbia. Look, this vinyl is excellent. It's very, very clean. Boomtown Rats. Got this one for about 50 cents. This band, I'd heard about them for many years. They're kind of like a rock, a meat and potatoes rock and roll band. And this is a live album. Iron City House Rockers. Very cool. Get Out Alive. Have a good time, but get out alive. I heard about these guys. I saw several of their vinyls. I'm going to go back and probably get them. I saw them in another store, but yeah, this is a great band. Iron City House Rockers. Excellent stuff. Part of the new wave scene, or art rock scene, Feargal Sharkey. I got a promo copy. I've always read interesting things about this group or this artist, and I finally found something I could afford to experiment on. I don't know what it sounds like, but I've heard good things about them. They're on the Virgin label, so it must be pretty good. Feargal Sharkey. I assume it's, and some people have said, kind of a Roxy music influence. So we'll see. Hard rock band of some sort. Eclipse on Casablanca Records. Pretty cool. He's late 70s, big rock, I guess, along the lines of Van Halen and Foghat. Look at that. Very, very clean. Very, very clean vinyl. I got this one. It's priced at 99 cents, but I got it for around 50 cents. They gave me a break on the price. And this band, I met one of the guys in this band, the Blasters. When I lived in LA, I met Phil Alvin of the Blasters. Phil Alvin, Dave Alvin brother band. These guys were on Slash Records out of Los Angeles. Excellent band. They were pretty big in the early 80s. And I got a very clean copy of a live record from them. Look at that. It's very cool, showing the Fender Mustang in the back there. It belonged to Dave Alvin. And the vinyl is very clean. Very, very clean. Look at that. It's amazing. Amazing. But finally, I got a picture with Phil Alvin at the music store I used to work at in Los Angeles, Downey Music, in Downey, California, back in the mid-90s. I got pretty friendly with Phil. Interesting guy. Great singer, great performer. I got to see him play at the House of Blues in Hollywood. Excellent band. I heard about these guys before. Kind of a country rock thing. Mackenzie Spring, or McKendree Spring. I heard this before and I passed it up. I saw it there, I picked it up. Great songwriting, great vocals. Kind of a country rock thing, but it really kicks. McKendree Spring. And I got this one for about 50 cents. This vinyl is really nice. It's got some dust on it, but it's in real sweet shape. Great album cover. I like that a lot. Great logo. McKendree Spring. Bread. I had to get something from Bread. I got a best of Bread that I got last year, my old job, and I got this, and I'm happy that I found this. I jumped on it quick. This is a great band, Along the Lines of America, and on Elektra Records. Clean vinyl. Got it for around 50 cents. Niels Lofgren. I've talked about him before in his old band Grin. And this is one of his popular records. Flip. And very clean vinyl. A little bit of dust on it, but very clean. This is supposed to be a critic's favorite. That's why I picked it up. There was other Niels Lofgren records there, but you know, there's tons of stuff that I need to get. Like this. Finally, I got a Pretenders record. This one's cool. It's an EP. 5 songs on it. And with James Honeyman Scott, the original band. I believe Martin Chambers, Chrissy Hind. I don't remember what the bass player's name is, but James Honeyman Scott. Pretenders. And I didn't pay that for it. I paid about 50 cents for it. So I scored on that big time. Very, very cool. And the vinyl on this, real clean on Sire Records. Look at that. That's ridiculous. It's like fresh out of the factory. Excellent, excellent Pretenders. And then I got this for kicks. I'm a Pat Travers fan, but sometimes I feel some of his stuff is spotty. We don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Radioactive. I love his live album, man. It's great. Anyway, on Polydor, this real clean vinyl. I'd seen this since I was a kid growing up, and I've never heard it. And I'm sure I'm going to find at least... This is the good thing about these records, that I'll find at least one or two good songs on here. I know it for a fact. With Pat Travers, though, you know, some are okay, and then some are just amazing. Really, really good. So, Pat Travers. Excellent. And now these next batch, I paid a little bit more for them. But there's records that I've been wanting for a long time. And I still got a discount, but yes, I got this one. I borrowed this one from somebody, but I wanted my own copy. Going for the one with all the original members. And this one has really clean, really, really clean. Just as good as that Pretenders one. It looks like it just came out of the factory. It's really clean. Anyway, I think I paid $4 for this one. I didn't pay $4.99. Paid $3.54 around there. I had never seen this record, and I'm excited that I got it. John Anderson, Song of Seven. Very cool album cover. John Anderson solo stuff. And this one I paid, it's priced at $3.99. I think I paid $3 for it. And cool artwork, cool layout. Extremely clean vinyl. Very, very clean. No dust. Wow. That's good. John Anderson. This got my interest big time. I paid full price for this one, I think. $3.99. Pig Iron. Never heard of them. Don't even know what they sound like. But they're on Columbia Records. Some psychedelic rock band from the late 60s. Great, great album cover. That just blew me away. It's kind of some hard rock, hard funk stuff. The old cardboard. Very old cardboard. So this is cool. Very cool. And very clean. It's got a little bit of dust. Just a tiny bit, but it's still real clean. Not bad for an album from the 60s. From the late 60s. It's worn well. Hasn't or hasn't been worn. This I lucked out on. Head, Hands, and Feet. Albert Lee's, one of the bands Albert Lee became famous. Albert Lee, the country rock guitar player. I found this and I jumped on it. Very, very cool. Wow. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. This is a gatefold, but here, let me see if I can. There we go. Very clean on Atco. Got a little bit of dust, but it's still clean. Real nice. I like this one. Head, Hands, and Feet. Old Soldiers Never Die. It's got a picture of a World War I British soldier, officer on there. Old Soldiers Never Die. Head, Hands, and Feet. Cool kind of folk rock prog band from England. I've been wanting to get something from them, and I finally got something. This, I don't even know what. It's French. Beau Dommage, but they had a girl singer on there. And I tend to like, you know, rock from the late 60s, early 70s that have a female singer. I think this is from Quebec. And it was cut for... I got this one for $2. It's priced at $2.99. They dropped $1 on it. Capital. And yeah, I know I'm gonna like this. It's got to be good. French folk rock. You know, psychedelic rock. Very cool. Name of the band, Beau Dommage. Excellent stuff. You never know, man. I never even knew these guys existed. I love this because I know this is gonna be cool. I found this. The King Bees, a power trio, late 80s. Power trio. Pretty cool looking album cover. I know this is going to be good. I haven't even touched it. Mint on RSO. This vinyl is mint. It's very clean. Well, yeah, it's just a little tiny bit of dust. This is very clean. I'm pretty excited about this. The King Bees, Power Trios, guitar, bass, and drums. I'm always up for that. And then this. Anybody that's associated with Yes, I tend to pick up their records. Rick Wakeman and The Tales of King Arthur. Very cool. Very cool. This is really, really clean. And I got all this at End of an Ear for under 35 bucks. Look at that. That's crazy clean. It's awesome. Rick Wakeman, keyboard player for Yes, doing a solo record on the Tales of King Arthur. Cool stuff. Real quick now, I went to another store and I found some cool vinyl, and I picked it up. These I didn't get as good a deal on, but still, they were cool with me. The shop is called Waterloo Records, and it's on 6th and Lamar in Austin. And they're a very cool shop. I like them a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there. I haven't gotten for the more high-priced stuff. I tend to just look in their dollar bargain bin, but it looked like it had been picked through. A lot of the psych, full classic rock was gone. And they have a mid-priced bin, also like about 3 tables with mid-priced stuff. And that goes anywhere between $2 and about $5. But I didn't look in there. I was kind of on a tight budget. I wanted to keep to the dollar bin. I love digging through the dollar bins because you never know what you'll find. There is a lot of stuff in there. Let me flip this record around real quick. It's great stuff from Fairport Convention. And we'll see how those scratches are going to translate here. There we go. Fairport Convention is what you're going to be hearing. I've never even heard this before. You're hearing it for the first time just like me, if you never heard Fairport. Anyway, I went to Waterloo Records in Austin, Texas on Monday, right before I came back to the Rio Grande Valley, back to Brownsville, and I found some records, very cool stuff. Mark Farner Band for $1, no frills. Mark Farner from 1979. I guess somebody's rabbit or cat or dog or pet had got to it, kind of chopped it up, but the vinyl's in excellent shape. Mark Farner Band. This is from '79, 2 years after he bailed out on Grand Funk Railroad. He had, or the band had broken up, and the vinyl on this one is super, super good. Let me see here if I can get this going. Some of these records, it's crazy. There we go. I should have prepared this, but it's okay. Anyway, Mark Farner Band. Well, see, something's up. What? I don't know. Anyway, okay, here. I just wanted to show you the vinyl on here. Very, very clean. And I heard a little bit of this in the shop. It's pretty good. Mark Farner Band. Mark Farner is one of my biggest heroes in rock and roll. And like his guitar playing, like his songwriting. Grand Funk Railroad, one of my biggest influences. I only have one solo album, and I think I've only played it once, and I'm going to get back around to it. But yeah, I heard this one. This one rocks. It rocks hard. I'm going to be listening to this for sure. UK, Night After Night live. This is killer. This is really, really cool. It's got Eddie Jobson on keyboards and electric violin, John Wetton on lead vocals and bass guitar, went on to play with Asia, and Terry Bozzio on drums and percussion and backup vocals, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This is excellent. You hear strains of Asia, and you hear strains of what Missing Persons later became in this record. Eddie Jobson, I don't know where he wound up after this band broke up, but this is from '79, and as you remember, Asia came out in 81 or 82, and Missing Persons' first record came out in 80 or 81, and definitely by 81, Missing Persons was in full swing. 79, just like 2.5 years live in Japan on this one. Great record. I was jamming out to this yesterday. It's an excellent record. I got it for 99 cents. Totally scored on this one. UK, great stuff. And then I found more Ventures. I couldn't pass this up. Very cool record. The Ventures of the Horse. This one, the guy's all dressed in psychedelic clothes from the late 60s. Playing the more big hollow body guitars. This is great. They got a version of Jumpin' Jack Flash on here that's totally cool. And also Walk Don't Run medley is excellent. And the title track, The Horse, is really cool. This is very cool stuff from the Ventures. This record is very well produced. It rocks hard. It's kind of like a little edgy, like the Stones. Real kind of Yardbird style. The Ventures were on top of it. Mel really bangs the drums on this one. It sounds awesome. It rocks hard. It's an excellent record, and it's recorded really, really well. I was surprised. I don't like the fact that there's not a paper cover in there, but it's in good shape. For being a very old record, it's in excellent shape. The Ventures, very cool. I love the Ventures. Great. 99 cents. And this is interesting. A band called Oregon in concert. This is recorded live, I believe, in New York City. And the only guy I've ever heard of in here is Ralph Towner, and I picked it up immediately because there's 12-string guitar on it. I heard 2 songs already on this, and they're excellent. This is just crazy. Ralph Towner on 6-string, 12-string, and classical, and they got a horn player, a stand-up bass player, and a sitar player, and they all do wind instruments. This is really, really well done. Instrumental music that's just fabulous. Oregon. It's from 1975, recorded live in a studio with a small live audience. This record is fantastic. I had never heard of this band. I didn't know who they were, but it's great, great stuff. Anyway, again, Oregon, I got that. The Ventures, The Horse, excellent. UK, Night After Night, and Mark Varner Band, No Frills. I got all these for 99 cents a piece. And then, of course, I showed you this. Rick Wakeman, the King Bees, Beau Damage, Head, Hands, and Feet, Pig Iron, John Anderson, Yes, Pat Travers, The Pretenders, Niles Lofgren, Bread, McKendree Spring, very cool album cover. The Blasters, met Phil Alvin, the singer, great, great guy. Some cool rock band, Eclipse. I'll do more research on this. Feargal Sharkey, cool stuff. Iron City House Rockers, live. I know this is going to be good. I know this is going to be good. And the Boomtown Rats. 4-song EP. Folks, that's it for Chasing Vinyl number 7. And I'll be doing something on pedals. I discovered Pictronics. And thanks to my friend Bill Webb, who is a guitar tech for Eric Johnson and Ben Harper. He turned me on to a very cool pedal that one of my heroes uses. Very cool pedal, and we'll do a video on that very near future. Philosopher's Tone by none other than Andy Summers of The Police, who's patronizing it here, sponsoring it. If Andy Summers uses it, you know it's good. And I've played it already. It's excellent. It's excellent. But we're really going to take it through its steps, so be on the lookout for that one. Pictronics with the Philosopher's Tone. Great compressor pedal. Okay, folks. Again, the Valles Flying Machine Witch Tree. Grab a copy. They're $10. Call me up. Let me know. Write me up. Or else you can buy our music here. www.vallesflyingmachine.com, or else on Bandcamp or iTunes. Okay, folks. Texas Joe Valles saying adios, so long, from Brownsville, Texas. Keep rocking, psychedelic rocking. Bye-bye.